Good day, it's Tony Fortunato from the technology firm, and here's a Wireshark trace file. I'm going to make this short and sweet. A very simple methodology, very simple workflow I want to walk you through that I still find interesting because when I show people simple Boolean operands and ors, that sort of thing, they look at me kind of funny. So I want to spend just a few minutes with this because it makes me chuckle every time. So here's a typical trace file. Just back and forth stuff. And what I want to concentrate on is the web conversation. So there's a DNS lookup, a DNS response, and then some TCP information, so on and so on and so on and so on. Now, what I want to do is get rid of some of the stuff I don't need. And there's a lot of ways of doing this, right? You can even manually mark the packets you want and just save those. And that's not what we're doing. So what we're going to do is eliminate the ones we don't want. So for example, SSDP has nothing to do with the conversation. This DTP has nothing to do with the conversation. Down at the bottom, there's some SNMP, has nothing to do with the problem, and a ICMP, nothing to do with the problem. So I want to get rid of these packets because they're just kind of cluttering up the screen, and it has nothing to do with the issue at hand. So let's start with the basics. So to filter out SSDP, you would type SSDP, and you would only see SSDP. So this is what I'm doing just to test the filter. Even though it's obvious for the first time, I strongly encourage you to test your filters. And all you do at the beginning of this is put an exclamation mark. Now, people may also know it as a bang. Just press enter. And now you can see not. That's what that means, not SSDP. So it's gone, right? The other thing about the protocols, if you did not know, is if I was to put uppercase SSDP, it would not work. It's case sensitive, so just be careful. SSDP, enter. So now all the SSDP is gone, and now I want to get rid of DDP. Now here's where the interesting stuff comes in. And most people I work with would automatically put an or, and then we'll put not, or exclamation mark, DTP, enter. And you can see the background's changing. It's just checking your syntax, right? It's not telling you it's going to work and do what you think it's going to do. It's just telling you that syntactically it's correct. So if I press enter, you can see it doesn't seem to do much, right? And that's because you have an or operand in there. And what you should really do is put and, right? And you can also put the ampersands, but I'm just trying to keep it simple. Enter. So now I put an and, you can see that it's not SSDP and not DTP, and it's gone. See? Easy. So I'm going to go to the bottom, and I want to add the SNMP, right, to this mix, and not SNMP. Enter. And now that's gone as well. And same with this ICMP, and not ICMP. Enter. Gone. So now I've got the basic conversation, and I can look for other things I may want to get rid of that I may have not thought of. So for example, there's good old Microsoft browser, right? It's just announcing the computer, which again has nothing to do with this. So I might want to get rid of that as well. And not browser. So whatever you see in this protocol column 9 out of 10 times is what you can use in your filter. So here we go. So now we've got our conversation, because we wanted the DNS and we wanted all the HTTP, TCP in just this trace. Now the argument is going to be, well, why don't you just do a DNS and a TCP port 80 filter? Yeah, you could do that, but that's only if you know exactly what the application is doing, because let's just walk this through for one moment. If I had a DNS and a port 80 filter, I would have that packet, I would have that packet, so things look good, right? Just take a little look further down. This 443 for HTTPS kicks in. Well, you would have missed that. And then the argument is, oh, okay, we'll just add 443. Yeah, but then what if there's another port number? So I don't like dealing with the variables. I want to deal with what I know, and I know I don't want these protocols. So the last thing is, if you go to File, you can export specified packets. I know it's really strange wording, but that's like a save as with some specific options. And you can see it says right here, all packets captured or displayed. Captured is 162 and it's grayed out. See, I'll just click on that, 162. And the default is displayed 149. So now I can save just the filtered trace file. Now what I would strongly encourage you to do whenever you save a filtered trace file is use some sort of naming convention. This is the original file, so I'm just going to click that once. I'm not going to overwrite it. And then I'm going to come down here, and after the name, I'm going to write filtered That's it, filtered. You don't have to put anything else. And save. Okay. So, boom, done. Now I've got a saved filter trace file without that noise. So I hope that helps. Have a good day. Bye for now.